2 months after the floods, the vibrancy downtown Montpelier is known for is returning day by day. This month, several businesses there reopened after they were flooded out, and more are expected to return in the coming weeks. We talked with one retailer who's working really hard to get back into her storefront in Montpelier about what has kept her going since she was knocked down and what she's learning as she gets back up. The sign above the door sure made it look like this was a real estate office, but inside it was selling something else.
I think I've been so overwhelmed by the amount of love.
For the past several weeks, Sarah DeFelice operated a temporary store in borrowed space. That real estate company lent her a storefront in downtown Northfield.
Oh my God.
After July's cruel floods forced her from her Montpelier home decor and clothing shop, Bailey Road. About 60% of her inventory was ruined, DeFelice says. But rather than dwell on her losses, the retailer could feel almost instantly what she had gained.
I've been receiving so much, from well wishes to donations, and it's truly humbling.
Bailey Road just left that pop-up to focus on reopening in the state capital at the end of the month. A full circle, DeFelice says, couldn't have been possible if it weren't for donations and volunteers who helped her clean or move.
It's really hard not to say like a personal thank you and hug every single person that has just helped lift me up in the last month and a half.
So what I love about Vermont retailers, the small business retailers in the state, they are so resilient.
Erin Segrist is the president of the Vermont Retail and Grocers Association, and in the wake of the flooding, points to Bailey Road as evidence of the sector's peer-to-peer support. Like how a contact from a different store provided spare shelving for that Northfield space.
Dark wash, straight leg, hits right at the ankle. They're so fun.
Or how DeFelice leaned on creative innovations she learned in the COVID shutdown to keep cash flowing until her permanent space reopens from the floods, offering video sales presentations, for example, to promote products.
It's really important for them to think of new ways to keep them going through difficult times like this.
Think also, Segrist says, of Montpelier shops like Delish, offering local delivery or meetups for candy sales, or 802 Coffee, promoting online sales of bagged beans and merchandise to keep revenues flowing. Or how Montpelier Alive offered outdoor pop-up retail options for vendors without brick-and-mortar locations.
When you don't have a storefront, it's really hard to sustain yourself. So these retailers are really forced to think outside of the box.
And as Bailey Road now counts down to its grand reopening, the owner is pledging to incorporate new forms of preparedness into her resiliency plan.
Moving forward, I'm going to have to kind of readjust my finances to have more of an emergency savings account for something like this disaster. Have some good news. Just this week, Bailey Road announced its reopening, promising a weekend of reunions and celebrations September 28th through October 1st.
And what great timing, because they'll be back home in their spot downtown just for the holiday season.
Excellent point. I'm glad you brought that up. The Retail and Grocers Association is hoping this year shoppers will really choose to seek out flood-affected businesses. They say that's so important to do in your holiday shopping because that could help preserve the identity of our downtowns. Take a listen.
We as humans want interaction. We as humans want experiences, right? And when you're shopping at the local retailer or you're going to the local restaurant, those are the experiences that we need to be able to sustain. And that means going the extra mile to support the ones that have been impacted.
And she says another reason to support these indie businesses right now and in the weeks and months ahead is because they tend to be the ones who support their communities through things like donating to charity raffles or serving on local committees.